to jump up there and protest. Joining us now live on the radio, Mr. Kilmeade and Friends host, Brian Kilmeade. Brian, I haven't seen that video before, so I was kind of sucked into it. One of those protesters talked to Sean Hannity last night. Take a listen to this, and then I'll get your comments.
The left has systematically and programmatically used free speech and artistic expression as a pretext to incite violence against the right. The left is taking pleasure in watching an assassination attempt on President Trump. When you're going to delight in the assassination of our president, it's going to have a violent end.
Brian, it seems to me that because it's Donald Trump, anything's okay. Do you get that sense?
A couple of things going on. I just don't think, I understand the sentiment. We went over the play. I think it's totally inappropriate. I'm not a Shakespeare expert. The Old English kind of makes my eyes glaze over. I'm not just sophisticated enough, as most people on Twitter will point out. But I will say this. I have no use for storming the stage, interrupting performances. I mean, for example, I hear the Book of Mormon is very insulting to many Mormons. They weren't buying tickets and storming the stage in the middle. When Hamilton's cast turned around and started pointing fingers at Vice President Pence, I don't care your point of view. I think that's inappropriate. I think what Laura Loomer, who seems like a fine person, decided to do to that cast is totally inappropriate. Many of those casts got a job to get experience to make it in the business. They have a right to do what they're doing. They don't necessarily, are not necessarily pro or anti-Donald Trump. I just don't like the idea of storming the stage because you don't like the guy. Remember the person who stormed the stage tried to grab now President Trump's leg. Is that right? Well, no. He said inflammatory things. Well, that's just not, it's not the way, I don't want to get used to that, Ashley.
No, I hear what you're saying, although I think if it was Barack Obama that was getting assassinated, there'd be a wave of liberals jumping up on the stage to protest. Anyway, let's move on. I want to get your thought on this.